All right. Hello, everybody. So, I've been directed to start sharing my thoughts and things that I hear and experience through spirit more. And I've been told to be more visual about it. So, here we are. Here I am. And disregard it being kind of dark. I prefer it that way until I get more comfortable being on camera. So, I was sitting and meditating, kind of talking just to spirit as a whole. And this thought came to me about Isis, right? One of the Egyptian goddesses. I'm not going to go into a long, drawn out explanation of her powers. That could take hours. This is going to be pretty short. So I was thinking of her, and so I looked her up. And then when I did, they mentioned her sister, Nephthys. And so I did a little digging on that. And one of the things that was said about Nephthys was that she is the goddess of like death and decay, and Isis is the goddess of fertility, love, wisdom, and the motherly things. So Isis of the light, Nephthys of the dark. So one of the things that I read about Nephthys, which was interesting, was that a lot of the things that are talked about her mentions that she's not real, that she was like a fabrication of a mirror image of Isis. So maybe she didn't really exist. Like nobody knows for sure, right? But maybe she didn't really exist and she was just the other coin of Isis. That got me thinking. And there's a lot of opposites, right? In spirit, life and death, heaven and hell, good and evil, and so on and so forth. So this got me thinking about maybe Nephthys is a representation of Isis's shadow self. The second I thought about that, I got chills everywhere, which is usually an indication of spirit saying, hey, you're onto something here. So I'm just kind of planting a seed to get everyone's mind ruminating a little bit about that. Everybody has a light self and a shadow self, right? So the shadow self isn't evil or negative. It's just the darker aspects of yourself that you felt were unlovable or taboo, or aspects of your personality that were created out of like trauma, maybe, right? So shadow self is not bad. It's just the other side of you, the side of you that's kind of minimized and hushed, and especially in our modern day society, looked down upon. Sexuality, artistic pursuits, and stuff like that. You know, they want you to be successful and make a lot of money, not be artistic and sexual. So everybody has a shadow side, everybody has a light side. So I was thinking like, wow, if Nephthys is like the shadow aspect of Isis, you can go further and say hell is the shadow aspect of heaven. Evil is the shadow aspect of good. So if you believe in creator or God or source, however you want to say, they created everything, right? Everything. So there's another side to everything. Good, evil, light, dark. So just planting the seed for anybody who's kind of feeling like things don't match up in what we're being told about good and evil. I'm thinking it's more of the other side to the same coin. We all have good within us. We all have bad within us. What you feed is what you create in your life. You can feed your shadow self. You can feed your light self. You can find balance between the two. Anyway, I won't go too long into this. This is already weird for me to do. But think about it. What aspects of yourself do you think are bad? And how can you maybe shift your view to realize that they're not bad? They're just maybe not societally accepted, right? Heaven and hell, the concept of that, I feel like we need to dismantle a little bit because we have been lied to, historically speaking, about the foundation of religion Not going to go into that, maybe another day. But I just wanted to come on here because I was told to and share tidbits of thoughts that I have to maybe get your mind ruminating a bit too, get your creative thought juices flowing. And if anybody has thoughts about this, wants to share any experiences they've had, any reflective feelings that they have, by all means do so. I'm supposed to be doing this more, so you'll see me more. But that's it for today. Thank you guys. I love you.